Greetings, Hive fans, and welcome to another video where I help you play Hive like a champion. Of course, the third annual Hive Fair Play Cup is underway. Round 1 is in the books. I would like to thank the Hungarian Hive Club for, organizing this event. It's been very exciting, and this year we have 19 teams have signed up. And continually increasing, that is really encouraging to see. And we have more teams from America. And no, I'm not just your typical United States American who thinks that American only applies to us, because the current champion from last year, Tamanduas, the South American Anteaters, they're back. And we have a new team that has signed up, the Quetzales Mexicano Guatemala, which is, I had to go look up what a quetzales is. It's a beautiful bird from Central America. And interestingly, among other things, it eats bugs and insects. So a good choice for the new team that has joined in. We've got 2 teams from France, 1 from Belgium. Many teams repeating from last year. Of course, my team is back, the Humble Hive Boys. Thank you very much to Jack, George, and Ivan, as we have gotten together again this year. We won our first match, but our second match is going to be a little bit tougher. Of course, that's the way it works in the Swiss system tournament. As you win, your competition gets more difficult. If you lose, your competition might be a little bit easier. But we have 19 teams playing, so it should be a fantastic tournament. Thanks again to the Hungarian Hive Club for organizing this event. So we're going to look at a game between csigeee, that's Oliver Lelkus from the Hungarian Hive Club team, playing against Simon Eteby, playing under the name Mangouste from the Le Grog, and one of the 2 French teams playing in the tournament. And of course, Oliver is well known in the community. He currently has the highest BGA rating of any player playing in this tournament. And we're going to go through fairly quickly, because we're going to be using this game as an in-game study to some very instructional moments in the in-game of this particular game. So we'll go through the early stages quite quickly. Both players open with ladybugs. And we're just going to play here quickly up until turn 21. And of course, as often happens in these top-level matches, both players are fighting for the opportunity to bring in a beetle or a mosquito with beetle power to get up atop the hive and qualify for the win. And simultaneously, they're both fighting for control of the outside of the hive with their ants and mosquito. So, of course, csigeee on turn 13 takes advantage of the opportunity to get the pillbug in place into an anti-spawn defense. Black spider comes in, pins the white mosquito, and the white spider pins the black mosquito. Of course, now one big difference here is the black mosquito does have pillbug power, so at any moment could potentially warp this spider away. Now, this is the first very interesting situation here, because on turn 21, csigeee elects to bring in a beetle. And it's interesting because this beetle can easily be pinned by this grasshopper. So is that a threat? Is that a concern? Not really. Because if the grasshopper pins the beetle, or for that matter, if the ant pins the beetle, the pillbug can easily slide over, freeing the beetle. So Mangouste, recognizing this, instead jumps the other direction with the grasshopper, which now will free the black mosquito. And csigeee takes advantage of the opportunity to climb the beetle atop the hive. When the ring is formed, the beetle continues moving forward. And notice at this point, a good move by Mangouste, he runs away with the queen, uses the pillbug to escape with the queen, freeing up the ant, but what more importantly, it takes the white beetle away from being an immediate threat. Now, if the white beetle wants to threaten the black queen, it's going to have to move all the way around the hive to get to her. And from this point, we're going to see a lot of ant action as both players jockey to control the outside of the hive, controlling the ant gain. Black brings in its first beetle, and of course, way too early to let that beetle get up on the hive, so white pins it. And here, it's an interesting situation because white forms the ring, and black can break the ring. Black ant number 1 is in position, can break the ring, could easily slide over to here, pinning the white grasshopper, but that would leave this beetle factory open for the second white beetle to climb atop the hive. So rather than doing that, black pins the white ant, which now keeps both of these white ants under control. The pill bug slides over. Grasshopper jumps over, freeing up the mosquito. The mosquito now has ant movement. Again, fighting to control the outside of the hive. White makes the ring. Black pins the white ant. Black moves over, elects to leave this white ant alone, keeping this white blocked in, because if this white ant moves, of course, the black beetle immediately climbs up. So even though the white ant is mobile, it's not going to be going anywhere. Continually fighting to see who can get the ants free. And then when the black beetle comes in, the white queen also runs away, running away from that second black beetle. Again, continual fighting to get the ants free. White beetle climbs up, covering the black beetle, stopping it in its tracks. In the meantime, while doing that, we'll free the black ladybug. The black ladybug slides over, attempting to free an ant. And this mosquito move is probably a mistake on Mangouste's part, because sliding over to here gives the mosquito ant power, but it does allow the white grasshopper to pin it. And again, back and forth trying to free up ants. And csigeee doesn't want to take a draw by repetition, so slides the pill bug over to keep the ant pinned in or blocked in place. And this time when the ladybug comes back, note how the white pill bug warps the ant away. Then the white ladybug jumps out, pins the black beetle, and notice how quickly black's mobility has been seriously and drastically reduced. At the moment, black only has 2 free bugs, the spider and the grasshopper, and no bugs in reserve, while white still has 2 bugs in reserve. So at this point, let's do a quick bug count. Of course, black is in serious problems because the white queen is at the edge of the hive, and there's no way that black is going to easily come up with 5 bugs to pin her, to surround her. So at this point, Mangouste is probably just playing for a draw. The question is, does csigeee have enough to surround the black queen? Of course, you're going to expect this black grasshopper is going to jump out. So csigeee is going to need 4 bugs. He's got 2 in reserve. That's 2. He's got an ant here is 3. A ladybug here is 4. And a spider here is 5. So he's got enough bugs that are mobile and in reserve if he can work it out to get all of them into attacking position, while at the same time qualifying for the win, because the black pillbug is in a very, very good defensive position here. There's another instructional in-game moment here, because typically speaking, you don't want to allow your opponent to cover your queen with the opportunity for a direct drop. But as soon as your opponent has played all their bugs and has no bugs in reserve, the direct drop is no longer a threat. So the white queen slides over, allowing, if he wants to, the black beetle to cover the queen. But the black beetle doesn't. And the second white beetle comes in. This is a critical moment for white, because he has not yet qualified for the win, and the second white beetle is going to allow him to do that. Now, of course, the black beetle is to be very careful here, because it doesn't want to get necessarily covered by the white beetle. When the black spider moves, the white mosquito moves over, wanting to keep the black queen immobile, and the black spider moves away. Does a couple different things. One is it takes away one white attacker. The white spider no longer is mobile. Now, a quick bug count. You'd see there's only 1 bug left in reserve, 1 beetle atop the hive. We do have an ant and a ladybug if they can all get into attacking position. But neither of these grasshoppers, even though they are both mobile, neither of these grasshoppers can move, because they are pinning important ants. The white grasshopper here is pinning the black ant, which would immediately be freed. Worse yet, the white grasshopper here is pinning the black mosquito, which you definitely don't want that black mosquito to get freed, immediately having ant power. I was a little bit surprised here at the grasshopper coming in away from the action, but I'm sure csigeee had a reason for that. Although they're both running low on time, csigeee was down to 32 seconds. The white grasshopper ends up going out and pinning the black ant, but it does remove, or has the potential to remove, 1 attacker from white. So now white has no bugs in reserve, does have an ant mobile, a ladybug mobile, a beetle mobile, but that's only 3. Again, the grasshoppers are not necessarily in position to attack. But here comes the white grasshopper. Frees up the pillbug. White again wants to make sure that the black spider doesn't move, because if the black spider, let's go back here. The black spider cannot move obviously to here, because that would free the white spider. The black spider, if it moves to here, 1, 2, 3, would fill a self-kill spot, allowing the white ant or white spider to pin it. But when the beetle covers that spider, now the black spider is threatening to move away, and so white pins it. So black's only option is to continue moving the beetle. The white beetle comes out and the mosquito climbs up. Now the mosquito will go on a hunt, chasing down that beetle. Black did not want to allow, or white did not want to allow the black ant free, so the white pill bug moves around. And the white mosquito starts tracking the black beetle. And it's a very interesting little note here on the board space interface. The white mosquito actually just drops down into that spot, but notice what board space does here. It pretends like it's an ant moving all the way around. Now when the black beetle goes up, the white beetle or white mosquito covers it, and now black is totally shut out. So this is one of the things that you always want to be looking for in these in-game situations. If you can get your opponent shut out where they don't have any moves to make, then it's totally up to you. Can you come up with a winning plan? And again, bug counting and movement control are critical. So the question is, can white come up with enough bugs? Now white needs 5 bugs. The beetle is 1. Ant is 2. Ladybug is 3. So, does white have a plan to do that? And the answer is yes. Notice he starts by moving the ant away, which forces the black spider to move. If the black spider moves this way, frees up the white spider. The black spider moves that way, frees up the white spider to pin it there. And so black is in worse situation now than he was before. He's still shut out, and now a black spider is in a kill spot. And we're going to go through this and show how csigeee proceeded to work his way toward a victory. But even though he is the highest ranked player in the tournament, we're going to come back and look at a couple situations where could have done better. So the white beetle marches around. Now this is a very instructional spot here. The white queen, let's go back a moment here. Let's go click back to there and back to there. Note, the white queen cannot move to this spot because that would free the black grasshopper. So the first thing csigeee had to do was cover the black grasshopper, immobilizing it. And now the white queen can move away. Ladybug's interesting and unique movement pattern is sometimes takes a long roundabout method to get into the right spot, but the ladybug gets into a kill spot. Now white has 2 kill spots open and does have a couple bugs free. The queen is possibly free, the beetle, the spider, but the spider doesn't have an angle of attack. But we'll see how csigeee takes care of that. First thing it has to do is the beetle comes back into the fray. Notice how the combination of the beetle, the ant, and the spider, how csigeee uses this to do a pen replacement on the spider. The beetle covers the spider. The ant just moves away. Now the spider does have an angle of attack to a kill spot. But interestingly, the white ant can't immediately take the setup shot because there's nothing ready to take the kill. Or actually, if the ant takes the setup shot now, white hasn't qualified for the win. The black queen just gets warped away. So white pins the spider, freeing the beetle. And now the beetle goes back. Once the beetle has covered up the pill bug, the white mosquito now begins to advance. And this is an interesting situation because with the two top of hive bugs, in this case a white mosquito and a black beetle. If the black beetle covers the white mosquito, white just makes a waiting move, and now the black beetle has to move and the white mosquito moves forward. Each time the black beetle moves forward, or each time the white mosquito moves forward, if the black beetle covers it, white makes a waiting move, and it happens again and again and again. So once black elects not to do that, whoops, okay. We're going to come back to this. Once black elects not to cover the mosquito, then the mosquito moves on. The black beetle is last-ditch effort trying to free the black ant, but the white grasshopper jumps out, keeping the black ant immobile. White mosquito moves around, takes the setup shot, and the white ant takes the kill shot. So congratulations to csigeee for winning this game and winning the match, winning the table, and then of course the Hungarian Hive Club won the match as well. But we're going to go back and look at a couple positions, because even though csigeee is the highest rated player in the tournament, he was under some time pressure at the end. There were a couple places where he could have done something that would have been a bit of an improvement. So let's go back. Now let's look at the white mosquito. If you remember, white moved the mosquito all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to get into an attacking position. What white could have done is could have done a mosquito conversion here, dropping down off the hive, gaining ant power, and notice this, the white ant would have to shift over, allowing this to happen, but the white mosquito can then, keeping ant power, move all the way over to here, and then climb up with beetle power. And white wins that way. So be watching for these opportunities. The mosquito conversion is an extremely useful tool in an in-game situation. In this case, it didn't matter, but it would have shortened the game by a few moves, allowing the mosquito to climb down off the hive, get ant power, and then move around. So let's go back. We're going to go back to another situation. Let's see if I can find it. Back when the ladybug first started its movement around. Now, actually, let's go forward to where the ladybug was. Notice the ladybug in this kill spot. If perchance this white spider gets free, 1, 2, oh, can't take a kill, can't go into a kill spot. If the ladybug were somewhere else other than there, and the white spider were free, then the white spider could get into a kill spot. So let's take a quick look here and see what happens. White ladybug moves over out of the way. Of course, black is shut out, so it can't move. The white beetle covers the black grasshopper. The white queen moves around to there. The white queen, of course, is not in danger of being surrounded because there are not enough black bugs available. And now the white spider can move into a kill spot. The white beetle can then move around, cover the pill bug, ladybug takes a setup shot, and the white beetle takes the kill shot. So two very instructive situations here at the end. csigeee still was able to come up with a plan and execute the victory, but it was an excellent in-game situation from an excellent player. Good game mangouste as well, and congratulations to csigeee for winning the game, the table, and the match. So we're looking forward to continuing with the 2024 Hive Fair Play Cup. Round 2 is underway. The humble Hive boys, we will be playing a little bit more difficult of a team. We're going to be playing Fish and Chips, a team from Great Britain, one of the top-rated teams in the tournament. So, as always, I am here helping you play Hive like a champion. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. There'll be a couple links to some videos here. And before I go, let me just mention one other thing. I meant to mention this in the early part of the video and didn't. Two very exciting in-person live events happening later in the year. One is going to be the first official European live Hive Championship, which will be in Budapest in the summer. And then in August at the Gen Con 2024, we're going to be having a Hive tournament there as well. So that will be the first official in-person North American Hive Championship. So be watching for the details of those two events as they come out. So again, I'm here helping you play Hive like a champion. Until next time, this is Randy Ingersoll signing off.